Welcome back to Baggy TV. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. I hope you guys are having a good time this weekend and enjoying the international break. A lot of fun, ain't it? Anyway, today I'm going to be talking about transfer news, and I'm going to be talking about specifically players leaving Chelsea Football Club. Yeah, there's a few players that could be on the way out in this transfer window. I know we've been focusing on players coming in, but there are some players that will be going out this transfer window, and I'm going to be talking about 4 potential such transfers. Before we do that though, lads, do us a favor by subscribing to Baggy TV if you're new to the channel. If you're watching this video because it's been recommended to you, this is a Chelsea fan channel. We discuss all that is Chelsea, good and sometimes bad. Hopefully we focus mainly on the good. But anyway, if you enjoy Chelsea content, please subscribe to Baggy TV. And if you do subscribe, turn that bell notification button on. Give the video a like, comment, and share it on your social media platforms. So who are these players? Who are these players that are going to be sold this transfer window? Well, there's 4 players that are on the way out potentially, and the first one is Fikayo Tomori, who is currently playing for AC Milan. AC Milan are keen on acquiring his signature, and it does look like he will be sold at the end of his loan, as they are able to buy him for a ridiculously low fee. But it is what it is, and Fikayo Tomori does seem to be the first player out of Chelsea Football Club this coming transfer window. He will also be followed quite closely by another Chelsea player playing in the Serie A, and that is Timo Bakayoko. Timo Bakayoko has had a fantastic spell at Napoli. Yeah, he's been doing really good. Napoli has not had the best of seasons, but Bakayoko has been a key feature in their starting lineup, and it does look like Napoli are keen on keeping the man. Regardless of what happens to Napoli, there's a good chance that they will be buying him at the end of his loan period. Bakayoko has impressed in his loan spell, just as Tomori did. So Bakayoko and Tomori will be generating some good funds for our transfer kitty. Now, who are the other 2 players that could be on the way out? Well, you see, these 2 are a little bit more controversial. Those 2, the first 2 I mentioned, are kind of straightforward, but the next 2 are a little bit controversial because they are currently part of the first team squad. The first one I'm going to talk about is Tammy Abraham. Yeah, Tammy Abraham, lads, hasn't extended his contract. He was the only youngster not to have extended the contract under the rule of Lampard. Tammy Abraham had his breakout season the season before he played for Chelsea Football Club. He played in the Championship for Aston Villa, where he was able to secure them promotion into the Premier League. That's where he made his name. And he shined for Aston Villa and then continued to perform well under Lampard in his first season managing Chelsea, banging in some crucial goals and helping secure Champions League football for Chelsea the following season, this season we're currently in. However, this season, Tammy Abraham has had his share of injuries, and he's not been as prolific as he was last season or even when he was an Aston Villa player. So his future is a little bit iffy right now, because there is talks that Chelsea will be acquiring some big strikers for the upcoming season. Therefore, Tammy Abraham's first team position is kind of at risk here. If he wants to continue playing first team football at the top flight in the Premier League, he may need to go elsewhere, and he may be going out alone if not sold. You see what I mean? So Tammy Abraham will probably not extend his contract, and there isn't much time left on that contract, so he will probably be put on the transfer market. He'll be listed by Chelsea Football Club if he doesn't extend his contract. And if he does do that, there is a very good possibility that he may be acquired by Aston Villa. He has been keen, and he has been continuing some sort of rapport with Aston Villa ever since he played for them, and he's always been good with the team, with his mates that are at Villa. And there's a good possibility, there's a good chance, there's a good likelihood that he would be interested in playing for Aston Villa should they come in and bid for the man. I'm not sure how much Aston Villa would be paying for the man. I'm sure he wouldn't be cheap. Tammy Abraham wouldn't be cheap because Tammy Abraham is an English talented striker, centre forward. Played in the Premier League, playing for one of the biggest clubs in the Premier League. Therefore, he would demand a good fee, and he would also be quite expensive in regards to his contract. So whether or not Aston Villa can afford him, not so sure, but there are talks, there are reports in the papers that an Aston Villa move might be on the cards for Tammy Abraham. We'll have to wait and see how that pans out. I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm just a little bit suspect in regards to can they afford the man. We'll have to wait and see, but let's talk about that. Now, the final player, the final story that I want to talk about is Jorginho. Jorginho, lads. Jorginho has been here and there ever since Sarri left. Jorginho's manager, Jorginho's agent, whatever you want to call him, Santos, has always been giving it this ever since Sarri left. You know, Jorginho kind of did the same thing recently, yesterday. He said that he misses the weather in Naples. Yeah, he likes the sun. Apparently, we don't have a lot of sun in the UK. He misses that. Yeah, he misses the city, Naples. Apparently, London isn't quite as good, as fun. I don't know, it is what it is. So he's not happy, and he said that. He said that he misses Naples and he misses Italy. He misses his home. He is homesick. He said that. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Well, before I tell you what that means, I'm also going to tell you that his agent also said that we would be considering offers should they be put in, and should Chelsea Football Club agree a fee, agree an offer, we wouldn't mind discussing terms with Napoli. I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much what he said. So keeping that in mind, what does that mean? It means Jorginho wouldn't be unhappy. He'd be quite content to go back to Italy. He wouldn't be missing Chelsea all that much. He wouldn't be missing London all that much. Now, Jorginho has had his ups and downs with Chelsea. He's not being a regular all the time. He was a regular with Sarri. He was regular-ish with Lampard for a little bit, and then he went away, and then he came back, and now he's a regular with Tuchel. Tuchel does prefer playing him with Kovacic. He does like that partnership. Now, Jorginho has never been a prolific goal scorer, unless it's from the penalty spot. Jorginho hasn't really created many goals. He hasn't had all that many assists. But Jorginho is a very talented DM type of player. A pivot, Jorginho is one of the best. What I'm trying to say here, lads, is Jorginho is very good when it comes to defensive parts of the game, defensive aspects of the game. In regards to marshalling the back line, you know, keeping it tight at the back, yeah, and keeping clean sheets. So he's good at that part of the game, but he ain't very good when it comes to creating goal scoring opportunities. But really, that's not what he's there for. That's not what he's in the team for. So we can forgive him for not being so creative in attack, because that's not what he's there for. That's not what he's in the team for. There's other players that are tasked with that kind of role, but we do need him to keep it tight at the back, and that's what he's been good at. Now, if he wants to go, if Jorginho wants to go, and we're able to receive a substantial fee for him, because you know his form hasn't been too bad. He's been doing bits for Chelsea. Therefore, a decent fee would need to be paid for him. That's another good chunk of money. So that's 4 players that I've just listed that could be on the way out, and those 4 players would cover a big chunk of our transfer demands for the upcoming window. Do you see what I mean? And these are just the ones that I've mentioned in this video. There's a few others that I haven't mentioned that are also on the fringes of the team and who could possibly be sold. I'll name a couple. Emerson Palmieri, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Ross Barkley, Marcus Alonso, and others that could be sold in this transfer window. So we are able to generate quite a bit of funds. So financially, we are looking good, and we will continue to be looking good as long as we continue to manage our finances in this way, the model that Roman Abramovich and Maria Glavskaya have implemented over the past decade or so. Anyway, lads, that is it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I wanted to share with you my thoughts and ideas on these topics. Have a great day, and I will catch you in my next upload. Take care of yourselves, and peace out.